There aren't many places on Earth where you can turn back the clock and enjoy landscapes identical to former historical landscapes. And what if we talk not about thousands, but millions of years of history? According to the remains discovered by archaeologists, scientists believe that such forests with giant trees were largely spread over the northern hemisphere. Slender trees with every cell of their strong body continually reaching out for the sun, competing with each other. Centuries pass in this competition, and the trees grow taller and taller. In their shade, under the dome of their crown, among giant trunks, shade-loving plants and fabulous ferns found their home, making this landscape even more fantastic. Let's take a walk along the picturesque trails of this unique place and enjoy the grandeur of the primeval forest.
So, I think you guys have heard the news. As of recently, the most popular trend on the entire internet, probably and most arguably for the entire year of 2019. The idea of planting 20 million trees across the entire world just by a fundraiser started by a couple YouTubers. And by a couple YouTubers, I mean literally thousands of them, including me. That's right. All you need to do to actually participate in this collaboration, because you yourself could be a part of it. You don't need millions of subscribers or billions of dollars to actually make a difference. All you need to do is go into your Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or whatever it is that you may be using at the current moment, and type in Team Trees, and this will lead you to a website that looks something like this. It's quite simple. All you need to do is donate some money and you can actually be a part of planting some of 20 million trees. Now basically, what is the reason for doing this? What is so interesting all of a sudden about trees and planting trees? After all, you could just go into Minecraft, get some bone meal and do that there if it was so much fun and interesting. So what is it that's so important about this? Well, as of recently, it's quite well known that there have been multiple places around the world that have been struggling in terms of the wooded areas. As a matter of fact, so much wood has been harvested and ruined around the world, which is responsible for your every single day life. As a matter of fact, every single time you breathe in, which I know you're doing right now, unless you're dying on the floor, which you probably are after hearing my voice for over 2 minutes of your life, you're probably breathing in oxygen. And that means that that oxygen is being produced from some sort of tree. Whether it's in your front yard, whether it's 5,000 miles away, it doesn't matter. The wood and the trees produce the oxygen of which you breathe. So due to all of the raging fires and the deforestations that take place of the millions and even billions of trees that are ruined every single year due to pollution and other effects that are made because of our shenanigans. It is due to all of this that this is far more of a better cause and more of an important thing to pursue than just simply looking to have a tree farm. And since you have the ability to actually pitch in some of your own help without having to need all that influence or having to be a part of it yourself personally, this is a good way to actually use all of the combined efforts of you, the people watching this video, to actually go and do it. And as you guys saw with that Minecraft demonstration of how important trees are in the beginning of this video, you can tell if this is done right, we can restore the actual natural attractiveness of the world around us. So yeah, as for this whole thing blowing up, the entire internet really has been talking about this, and it truly has taken the internet by storm. No one has really conceived of planting this many trees before. However, projects similar to this have taken place in the past that have been initiated by some countries to actually start planting billions of new trees, such as in China and India, of where natural forests occur regularly. However, some parts of the world that need this desperately now is in the Amazon rainforest, and that's due to all of the unbelievable amounts of fires that are currently taking place in there, which basically has demolished a good portion of the entire thing. That one rainforest is responsible for over 10% of all the oxygen on Earth. So to actually get a visual demonstration of how much this would affect us if we were able to plant 20 million trees, each tree on average generates up to 250 pounds of oxygen every single year. and that's approximately 118 liters of oxygen. Now that's really not that much when you come to think of it, since the average human being consumes around 2,000 to 11,000 liters of air, which only ends up being around 3,000 liters of oxygen. However, if you actually put the numbers together and use some math skills, you can see that all of that will end up being around 5.2 billion pounds of oxygen within one single year. And that's just 1 year of continual growth that all of these trees will produce oxygen, which is approximately 2.6 billion liters. And if you actually calculate it all the way down to the statistics, that's enough to actually supply over 3,000 people with breathable air, pure oxygen, which is not even what you need to survive. So we can actually multiply that by a dozen more. Tens of thousands of people of breathable air, new, fresh air, untainted by pollution or anything like that, every single year. Not to mention it'll look kind of pretty. So why don't you go ahead and participate in that? After all, you've already watched all the way through this video, so you might as well. What are you waiting for? Why are you continuing to watch this random person on the internet you've probably never heard of? Or if you have heard of me, you probably haven't subscribed to. And you probably should, because I make cool videos like this all the time, and you're missing out. But anyways, back to the point. This is definitely a big thing and has already reached millions of people. Within the first 24 hours, millions of dollars have been raised. That's still not enough, because we need to get there by January 1st, 2020.
I know we can do it, especially with your help. You may not be rich, but guess what? I'm not rich either. It doesn't mean you can't do it. Go, do it. I'm not being paid to tell you this at all. This is seriously out of the kindness of my heart.
So anyways, my name is Dallas, aka Infernus, and as the Thetekkitrealm, I have approved this message for you to watch and hopefully go and be galvanized to actually participate in. If I was successful in entertaining you and actually hopefully maybe changing the world, then maybe it would help if you would go down and leave a like or something like that to maybe make this video more visible to other people as well. And I'll see all of you guys in the next inspiring video. Goodbye.